Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Loving Keto, and I'm Ron from Ron's Weight Loss Journey. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please like, share, and subscribe to that subscribe button? It helps other people know when I post latest videos like this one. And before we get started, I'd like to state that I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey and my own personal research. So please do your homework first before you get started. Well, today is February 3rd, 2022, and we're also the closing in on the week number 77. So we thought we'd have fun and take a look at week number 25, almost a year ago to the date, and let you know how we did back then and how we're doing currently, and what's kind of what's going on is a Throwback Thursday episode called Winners Never Quit. And yeah, I truly mean that. And before we get into the topic discussion, you know what's going on. So I took some nighttime medicine last night, cold medicine, and to knock out a little bit of a cold I had because I'm not getting that much sleep, and I'm sound asleep, and it's 1:30 in the morning, and all of a sudden I'm hearing some noise outside. And it's a complex across the street, and they moving snow piles across the street to where I'm living at 1:30 in the morning, and I'm hearing the front end loader noise and the snow being pushed. And I said, okay, I thought there was a city ordinance and what time front end loaders could work. So anyways, they got me up, so I figured, well, since I'm up anyways, I might as well have a cup of coffee, and if I feel like going back to bed, I'll go back to bed in a little while, but I'll probably wind up staying up all night, the rest of the night, and do some video post and get my my Throwback Thursday week episode number 5, Winners Never Quit, edited. I was very, very busy yesterday, and I went at 7:30 in the morning at the downtown common area, and I filmed Mav doing a Don Featherstone, aka Groundhog Day, every year for the last few years now. He's got a tradition where he goes out and predicts the whether or not the pink flamingo here in our city, the plastic pink flamingo, and it was made here in our city of Leominster, and he predicts whether or not we had 6 more weeks of winter. Well, he didn't see his shadow because we didn't have sun. So he predicted that anyways you can go out and get your 2-piece bathing suits. He's kind of a nut, and that video is about 10 minutes long, and I'll post that up on my keto result and video for this coming Monday at the end, back end of the video. But anyways, so I hope you really enjoy that video. And then yesterday on a medical update, we went over to Worcester. You know, it's kind of the biggest city, pretty much about the biggest size next to Boston, and those guys really know what they're doing up there, and I'm not dealing with these doctors down here too much anymore regarding my health or major issues I got going on. But they x-rayed my back. They did a complete set of x-rays. He looked at my back. He said, you don't need back surgery. You have some issues with going on with your L5, L4, L3, L2, and L1 disc, but that doesn't require back surgery. A lot of my back pain is arthritis, and so I'm going to continue on with the cortisone treatments. We got an appointment coming up in Worcester on the 11th for that, next Friday. And what else? Oh, I showed him my leg, and he said, Ron, I'm pretty almost certain your leg being swollen and everything is coming in from the leg area. So we're gonna send you we're gonna get you some help to try to find out what's going on, and hopefully they can have an answer and a solution for you. And I have a really bad swollenness of my ankle area, and it's all caved in, and it's all flaky, crusty, and red, dark black. It's one area, and it's burning on fire. And he goes, I need to refer you over to the wound specialist, so maybe they can figure out what's going on with that part of it. And he suspects that my leg collapsing is all coming from the area of my poor circulation in the vascular veins. And he took a look at all my other appointments I had over the last year regarding my right leg, and he said, I know that's what it's coming from, and so at least it's not the back anyway. So we know we're heading into the right direction. So I'm just going to continue to follow with the updates, and maybe make an appointment for the knee, and maybe make an appointment for the hip, and see if they can figure out if the my leg collapsing is coming in from that area. And that's why I have been doing too much walking, because of it's very, very icy outside and slippery in the road conditions on the sidewalks, and I don't want to take a chance in falling. So that's what's going on with that. So on week number 1, January 31st, 2020, and we were approaching February 1st, and it was also week 25. And I was down 59 pounds that particular week at 263.3 pounds from the start of my journey on August 20th or August 17, 2020. I was 325 pounds, and I went on an agenda to lose quite a significant amount of weight. I think it was 145 pounds. I wanted to get down to 180. Well, I weighed in this morning, and I'm down to 216 pounds. So I'm about 32, 34 pounds away from hitting that target weight. Hopefully sometime this year. I don't know if I'll make that this year, but my goal is sometime around March or April to get down to under the 200s. And so I'm in week number 77, but we're taking a look back at week number 25. And week 25, I talked about a program called Carb Manager, and on Carb Manager, I continue to use it today. I don't have the paid version right now, so I'm waiting to get my next check this week, and I'll probably go back on the paid version because it gives you more flexibility with creating recipes and all that good stuff, and I thought that would be a good choice for me. And then I'm fasting. Of course, I was doing 16-8 fasting, which is basically 8 hours of window of opportunity. I would start eating my meals around 11 and cut it off around 6. I was very dedicated to my program. I kind of got a little bit away from that for a little while. I was doing 23-1 fasting for a while, where I'd eat one time a day for about an hour window. It was kind of rough. I wanted to do the alternate day fasting that Jess had put out from Keto Rewind, but I never done that, and which basically you eat one day, you fast one day, and I know that I can't do that. I need food every day. So but we were doing really well with the 23-1 for a while, and I gave that up for about I did a 1 week challenge. I might go back and challenge myself for 1 week on that later on this month. I'll let guys know if I want to do that. Maybe I'm thinking. Well, here it is, the beginning of February, which February is all about challenges because we had a short month there. Maybe the last week of February, I'll go back to the 23-1 fasting and see if I can do that, just to make sure I get enough protein in for that 1 hour. That would be kind of easy, just worrying about eating for one hour a day, and then you're done. And then we, in the month of January, we walked 30 miles. Yeah, 30 miles is what I was talking about. And this past year, January 2022, we walked about 15 miles. So we didn't really walk that many miles this month because of my leg. And I went over to the mall the other day. I did some dash cam video for the roads in the city, and then I went over to the mall and I did some walking around the mall area inside. I didn't like it because it's too flat for me and it was too boring just walking around. So I'm going to try to get out there somehow and do some street walking if I feel the sidewalks are safe for me to walk. I don't want to walk in the middle of the road in the wintertime because our roads are narrow right now, and I'd be afraid of falling. Now we got some bad weather coming in Friday, and today is Thursday. So I don't know if there'll be bingo Friday night, and I don't want to go walking in the snow and the bad weather. We got some ice moving in, and it's supposed to change over to snow. And so we'll see what happens with all that Friday, and we'll worry about Friday when Friday gets here. And, we'll continue to get out there and get moving as best I can. We do have the gym option. I plan on going back over to there. And then in that particular month, we walked down to Shoreland Farms. We ventured out to the reservoir, as I recall, and came back and went with my wife and my friend Mary. And we did it on 2 or 3 different occasions. And then we went to the usual places, Shoreland, Barrett Park, and the Doyle Estate. Now, Barrett Park is all flat, walk around. So I may wind up going back there. I'm always thinking about later today, but the mayor is doing a studio show today at 3 o'clock, an hour early than he normally does. So I may go down there at 2:30 and film and come home and do some more videoing and recipe filming. And then I had talked about that we had bought an Instant Pot, and that was the first time using it for the month of January, and I still have the Instant Pot today. I have an 8-quart and I have a 6-quart. I use the 6-quart mostly. I do have an 8-quart that I've only used once or twice, and I don't know if I want to keep it or not, but it's in the cellar, so if you're interested in it, I'll probably let you have it for about $20 or $30. It's really well taken care of, almost really brand new. But if you want it, just contact me below the contact line, if you live locally. So that's what we did this past month and this past year. And so I hope you enjoyed this week's video and be watching for some recipes I'll be filming out. Right now we're currently on day 4 of an egg fast. So I always wanted to get an egg poacher, so I sent out for a poacher, which came yesterday, and it's a pan where you put 4 eggs in it with the water. You boil your water up, and then you add your eggs. So I'll do a video on how to use the egg poacher, and we'll probably make some easy peasy shaffles and put the eggs on top of it with a piece of cheese and a little bit of the mayonnaise that I made the other day, which came out really, really super. I put some... It called for a recipe was 1 egg, 1 cup of avocado oil, I squeezed a half a fresh lemon into it. I put a little bit of confectionate swerve in it, and then I put regulated swerve rather, and then I put a little bit of French's mustard. I put a couple of scoops in there, tablespoons, and then I put some paprika for some color and some flavoring. And then I put my stick blender in, and I kind of was working it with the stick blender, had it on high speed, and all the time I was mixing, I made sure the blade stayed in, and I just didn't dump the oil in or the eggs in. I carefully added the egg in, and I didn't break the yolk, and that was the whole point of it. And then I put the stick blender on top of the egg yolk without breaking it, and then once I started it, and it was just let it whip, and then I was working it up and down, and then once you started seeing the mayonnaise being formed, then I was pulling up on it without taking the stick out of away from the egg mixture, and within about 2 minutes time I had mayonnaise, and it tasted real good. Oh yeah, and I added a pinch of salt to it for flavoring. And so I've been using that all week instead of buying the Hellmann's or the Miracle Whip mayonnaise. That's how I'm going to be using my mayonnaise from now on. And the other thing about the mayonnaise, I wanted to mention that it lasts about 2 to 3 weeks in the refrigerator. And so those would be great for sandwiches and tuna sandwiches and almost really anything. Now I made also this past week, and I'll go over my what I ate this week for my egg fast. I made a really awesome egg loaf, not truly egg fast for tradition, but I made it with coconut flour. And I typically change it up from time to time when I'm doing egg fasting. And this is one of them because I get sick and tired of just plain old boring eggs. So like I said, today we're going to be making the poached eggs and finish up some hard-boiled eggs I had made. And I still want to make those Instant Pot egg bites, and I'll probably film out a few of those recipes. But yeah, so be watching for all that, and hope you enjoy these updates that I do and everything. And I take a lot of pride and dedication in what I do, and I try to practice what I preach. We all have bad days and bad weeks and roller coaster rides, and falling off the wagon a few times, of course, of our journeys. And we're only human, and all I can suggest, guys, is just get back on the horse and ride it again when you fall off. Don't beat yourself up too much. We're only human, and we all do the best we can do, and that's all God expects of us. And I try to motivate people the best I can. And if you live locally and you want to go to the gym with me or walking with me, I'm always looking for a walking partner. And wouldn't mind venturing out to different places besides our city. And like I said this morning, I'm sitting down on my chair. It's about 3 in the morning. I have my coffee and my heat pad behind me because of my back, and so yeah. But other than that, everything's going good, and I'm going to continue to try to inspire you guys the best I can and get out there and move. And the challenge for February is to get out there and move, and that's what I've been doing the best I can. And so I guess that's all I got to say, but be watching for the next episode. I'll probably film out another recipe and figure out what I want to do. The recipe I'm going to be filming out is how to make the recipe that I'm going to be doing is going to be how to make poached eggs in the egg poacher. And I'm thinking about doing a eggs Benedict type recipe. With some type of holiday sauce, and it should be pretty interesting. And then I'll post a link where I found those recipes below the links when I create the recipes and show you how I make them. Now I've been using my back room for my recipe filming, and if I need to move and on the stovetop, I move the operation to the stovetop after I explain how I've been creating the recipe or how I make the recipe. And but I just started doing that with the new setup in the back room, which I really, really like. And then I'll go in the kitchen when I need to use the stovetop to complete the recipe and come back and give you a follow-up. But that's how I've been doing my recipes now, so I hope you've been enjoying the new segments. And, I didn't post a Skinny Wednesday episode yesterday because I didn't have time to get one done. So we'll pick one up again next Wednesday. And so I guess that's all I got to say. Remember, you guys are amazing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And like I said, thank you for coming aboard if you're a new member. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, sharing is caring. You guys are amazing. I'll talk to you guys later. Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ron's Weight Loss Journey, and I'm Ron. Well, today is February 1st. It's also the start of a new month. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. Please feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll get my latest videos, and it helps my other members of my community to know when I post a new video. Here at Ron's Weight Loss Journey, we try to post a new video every Monday, Sunday, and sometimes 2 or 3 during the week. So just let you know how my month went for the month of January. We were going to do the keto clean year, but I really don't have enough money for that, and it was really a tight budget money for this month. But overall, we managed to lose 7 pounds for the month, and I thought that was really terrific. So what did I do for activity? Oh, well, first of all, I do 16-8 intermittent fasting. Basically what that means is I eat 2 meals a day, a couple times between 11 o'clock in the morning, and I cut it off at 6 at night, and I fast the rest of the time. I drink water, a couple cups of tea maybe, my usual coffee in the morning, 1 or 2 cups, and that's pretty much about it. It's pretty simple. I haven't really been following anybody's 1 or 2 recipes. I'm just making it simple to me, and I measure out my carbs in a program called Carb Manager. I keep my macros and my calories down to my what I'm allowed. Now, this past month, since I'm down to 255, I had to recalculate my macros and my calories, because as you continue to lose weight, if you don't do that, you don't need to be eating a higher amount of calories as you continue to drop weight in order to be successful. So that's pretty much basically what I've been doing. So what do we do for activities this month? Well, we had a really good month. We walked close to 30 miles. We were getting out there every day in the snow, with snow days, not so snowy days, cold days, not so cold days. We went up to my favorite place, Shoreland Farms, one day, and we decided to venture out to the reservoir area. Now, last year I had done that with my friend Mary and my other friend Igor and Rachel, and the first time I did it with Mary, it took me 4 hours to do that trip, and that was up and back. But my friend Rachel and Igor, when I went up that day, I made it as far as the reservoir. I wanted to go up to this rock formation called Devil's Rock, and I couldn't do it that particular day. And so when I went up there this past week there, or this past month, it took me only an hour to go down and up and back, and that was a 3-mile walk up and back. And if you just heard that kick in, that's my heat. So if you hear any strange noises, I live in an apartment and I can't really do too much about it right now. We're hoping to resolve that situation later on down the road with a studio, maybe at some point. But yeah, just let you know, it's going good. And I go out there and I take a lot of photography. Yesterday we went to a place called Berg Park, one of our many hiking trails throughout our city. And we walked a mile around the perimeter, took some photography, a little bit of video, and had a really enjoyable day. Talked to a few people along the way. Everywhere I go, I talk to a few people along the way. When I was at Shoreland's, a couple of hikers took a couple of photographs of me, and I take a lot of ton of selfies and photos. All I'm using currently right now, guys, is my smartphone for my video and my photographs. I'm hoping down the road, another stimulus there, we're going to get a camera for I'm looking to get a Canon Mark 50 camera. The budget is very budget friendly, and it's around $6, and it's very affordable. And I'm also getting a gimbal for my cell phone, and so I can take some really good cinematic video. But just let you know, it's going good. I lost a lot of weight. Now, I posted a photograph the other day. 2019, I was at my heaviest in the last 10 years. I was 360 some odd pounds. So if you calculate what I am today, which is 255, I lost well over 100 pounds in a 2-year stretch. And I really didn't get going on keto until August, and I was pretty much that heavy in 2020 for periods of time. So I don't know why I never started keto up to this point there, but when I found Keto Rewind, I just didn't find it by accident. Something drove me there, and when I fell in love with Jessica Freeman's family and her the way she structures her YouTube channel and puts everything together for us to lose weight and help us to stay inspired. I followed her, and I'm following her. I went back all the way down to her very first video, and it just cracked me up on how nervous she was, and I suppose she had no idea on how many followers she would have in 2021 and going forward. But every time she posts a new video, I'm always watching it. I go back to watch some older videos, and a lot of other YouTubers that I follow to get cooking ideas. Now, we have bought a Instapot pressure cooker there. If you guys never bought one or are afraid to use it, don't be, because they're really marvelous. And I've only used it a few times, but I'm planning on doing a whole keto series just on keto meals with the Instapot, and that should be pretty fun and interesting. And it'll be keto, clean, simple, and most of the ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen, other than the meat that you probably need to buy. But that should be fun and interesting coming up. We're continuing losing weight. We went down to the gym a few times this past month. We did the kettlebell again, or the kettlebell, and we tried to do the smash ball a couple of times. I'm going to try to go do that again there, but I didn't have my regular camera with me and my tripod. So next time we go to the gym this week, I'll probably use the tripod and start filming. And I love going down there 2 or 3 times a week. I've been going out walking almost every other day. What else had we got going on? Got some doctor appointments coming up this coming week and this coming month. And, you know, we haven't got too much more to add, but other than that, just to let you know what's going on, and I'll post some before and after photographs and some of my journey trips that I did this past month to let you know that it went really well. My back is getting really much better. I wanted to thank you guys again for all the prayers that you've been praying for me so I can get better with my back. The 9th of February, we get a doctor's appointment for my cortisone treatment, and hopefully after that it should be alright for a couple more months until we get another one. So that's, and then we got a major snowstorm coming in tomorrow, and so I'm planning on going out and doing some photography, but safely, and hopefully put them up in a video, with a little bit of video. But anyways, this is Ron. Like I said, if you're not a member of my YouTube community, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and share it. If you want to leave a nice post, welcome to do so. And I always answer my people that make a comment on my videos. Like I said, I'm feeling terrific. I'm down 70 pounds for my weight loss journey. As I continue to lose and evolve, I'm getting feeling much better each day. I can walk longer without being out of breath now, and yeah, everything's going terrific. And I just wanted to thank you that and close out now. But remember, you guys are amazing, and I'm sorry about the background noise, but like I said, we live in an apartment. There's nothing I can do about it. Have a good week, and I'll share a couple more videos later on this week. Have a good, and remember, you guys are amazing.